School was okay. I definitely struggled a little bit socially because I went to an all-girls school that was very competitive education-wise. So there was a lot of pressure put on you doing really well at school. And I didn't really enjoy that aspect, and I found it hard to make friends in that regard, just because of that. And it made me get really hung up over my grades and really tied a lot of my worth to the grades I was receiving, and even getting a merit felt really bad, which it absolutely shouldn't, because it's a step above achieve. So you're putting in that extra mile there. And I think, the school probably could have controlled that a little bit better. And especially at the end of the year, they'd say this percentage of students got excellence endorsed, and, well done everyone who's done that. And I don't think that should really be the main focus of the education system. I think, it could have been a lot better. I was very self-motivated, and that might just be more of my personality trait, but I was able to do the work and get it done. I although in my last year of school I did skip a lot of school, and I not because I had better things to do, but because I was just hating the environment. And I came back from a big climbing competition, and I'd had enough of school and didn't enjoy learning at school. So I'd just stay at home, and I'd call in sick and pretend I was my parents. And I would still study at home 6 hours a day. And I really enjoyed that a lot better, and I got much more done. But I'm also aware that that's not for everyone either, but it worked really well for me. And that was really good about my school, was that we had the freedom to do that. They were really tolerant of people not going to school because of mental health issues or family reasons. They really, if you couldn't make it to school, that was actually okay. So that worked really well in my regard. Yeah. It was only year 13 that they just let us manage our own learning a lot. We had a lot of flexibility in certain classes, especially English. I really enjoyed English that year because we were given I think it was 8 different assessments we could choose from. And then you got to choose the ones that you were more interested in, and then you could choose any movies or books that interested you to study. And I enjoyed that a lot. Education shouldn't be everything at school. It should be more of a well-rounded environment that helps people just explore all these different areas, because it's not all about getting your education. It should also be about building a good relationship with exercise, or learning about your nutrition and your mental health. And I also I didn't do any art in my last 3 years of school, just because I wasn't, again, supported in that sense, where I wasn't good enough in year 10 that the teachers would go, oh, wow, you should keep pursuing this. I was just, drawing some pretty rubbish drawings. But that was at my own pace. And I think that could have been nurtured more. And I think that was definitely something missing at that top end again in year 13 for some students, where there was all the pressure on for things like art, and it was just about getting it more perfect and up to a portfolio level. And I remember talking to some people, and they ended up just hating art, which absolutely is not what it should be about. You should not have the pressure on art like that. And it was just damaging that relationship with their creative side. Potentially going to a mixed school would have been a bit better for me. I think I would have found more of my crowd. I would have definitely done more art at school. I just took myself out of it very early on, and because I just didn't think I was good enough to keep trying it. And that was the same with dance. I wasn't good enough, so I stuck to the sciences, which I do still really love, and that's definitely where my educational passion is at. And I think if I had put less pressure on myself, it would have been a more enjoyable experience, but not sure how I would have done that at the time. You know, there's stuff beyond school, and it doesn't feel like that when you're at high school and you talk to people while you're at high school, or people who are in uni, and they say, oh, high school is a piece of piss, and it's actually not when you're there. It's, you know, it feels overwhelming and quite hard, but there is life beyond that, and high school won't always take you in that direction that you end up going in. So it's just more of a stepping stone to learn different skills and acquire tools to figure out what you want to do in life.